Nice.
What's that for?
It's fused solid. This one too. What happened here? Useless.
Ambushed on the road. We're outnumbered 5 to 1. Report.
Force down to 5%!
We'll have to scuttle the armor. We can't let them have it.
Fire him!
Damn it! Aspen set the self-destruct. Ferris, fall back. We'll head for the old military base, then try to make it to our holdout. The code will be our call sign. All right, move, move, move!
Go get some back.
Freeze. One more step and I'll blow your damn head off. Who are you? Who sent you?
Calm down. I'm just here to talk.
Talk? Why? Who sent you? What are you doing here?
I followed the distress beacons left by your team. Their holotapes led me here.
The others? What
What happened to them?
They're dead, Paladin. I recovered their tags.
You did? Thank you. This really means a lot to me. I tried to go back for them, you know. There was nothing I could do, not alone, but I'd hoped. You've been through a lot to find me. I should give you something. I've collected a lot over the years. Technology, odds and ends. If you see anything you want, take it.
I'm glad I was able to help.
I appreciate it. Thank you. Look, just take what you need and go.
Brotherhood of Steel Recon Team 429 Alpha. Final report. Our mission has failed. 6 hours after insertion, my company was ambushed. We lost 5 knights and exhausted our power armor reserves. We scuttled the armor to prevent looting, then retreated under fire, abandoning our supplies. I was separated from the 2 remaining members of my team within a week. Both are missing. Status unknown. I'd hoped to rendezvous with them at our holdout bunker and seek a means of escape from the Commonwealth. But no one has come. No one has come.
Paladin?
Just leave me in peace.
Hey.
Just let me know.
I hope you realize how much you did for us.
You hear about that farm run by ghouls? Isn't that something?
Hope you ain't one of them synths here to spy on me.
Read the paper, mister. Trust me.
Nat.
Hey, mister, that interview you did with Piper is really selling. Here's your free copy.
Prescriptions, Phil. High quality care.
The wall's sure looking good lately. Guess Abbott found some more paint.
Vadim, I need to talk.
Just a minute, Yetim. I am in middle of story. So then, I am crossing river, right? Wearing nothing but a smile. When out comes the most dangerous of all sea monsters, a Mirelurk!
A Mirelurk? Come on. That's like 2 out of 10 points of danger tops. Now, if you want to talk something really deadly...
Vadim!
I forgot you were there, Yefim. What is it?
You know what? Never mind. I'll handle it myself.
See this bar? I killed a man for it. No, I kid. He is dead, though. Now, let me know when you're ready to order.
Earl Sterling used to work here, right?
Poor Earl. Gone just like that. Such a good bartender. Good friend. Oh, terrible with women, mind you. Bull in china shop with them. You with Valentine's Detective Agency? I forgot to drop off Earl's key when I hired you people. Here, I hope you find out what happened. Security does nothing but yell at me for asking about it. Anyway, you look like you need a drink.
Sure. Let's take a look.
Good.
Can I get a minute? Something I need to do.
Nice Pip-Boy.
What? I'm busy. Well, there's a classic.
it might interest you. If not, hang out a minute, and I'll go back to the music that we usually play. If you hadn't, but maybe someone did. That Green Tech building was where those mercenaries live. The Gunners. That was like. These guys were tough. Guess whoever killed them had to be even tougher, right? And there's
Keep walking.
Heard you're responsible for that new coat of green on the wall. Looks nice.
Doc.
Let's get you examined right away. Time is not on the side of the surgeon.
Do you know anything about this receipt?
Please. I really don't have time to deal with complaints or refunds right now. Dr. Crocker handles those questions. Now, I must insist we talk about your medical needs.
Where is Doc Crocker?
Last time I saw him, he had to get something out of the surgery cellar. Probably just had to wash some needles or move some storage around. Now, let's get back to talking about your medical needs.
I need to get into the cellar, Doctor.
What does this look like? A public outhouse? You know what? Don't answer. Why on earth would I let you down there?
I'm investigating a missing person, Doctor. And I think the trail leads to your basement.
A missing person? In our basement? The only thing you'll find down there is cold stone and medical waste. So unless you have something pressing, I have other matters to attend to.
Could 100 caps change your mind?
100 caps? To visit our basement? Well, I guess there wouldn't be any harm. All right. Here, the key. Just don't touch anything down there. Understand?
Where'd all this blood come from? It goes right into the basement.
Oh, Earl. You've really been a handful, you know. But I think we're just about done. Our little mistake is finally going to be corrected. Oh, naughty, naughty. You're not supposed to be down here, but that's okay. I can fix that. I can fix anything.
What did you do to Earl Sterling, Doctor?
What did I do? I didn't do anything. It was Earl. It was Earl who didn't want to be happy. Good patients get a nice new face. Bad patients bleed all over the floor because they want to screw up their surgeon's life.
So you were performing surgery, and Earl didn't make it. Is that it?
I, might have had just a bit of jet before operating. So I nipped a few arteries I shouldn't have. Who hasn't? But I'm a problem solver, you see. I knew if Earl disappeared, everyone would just think the Institute took him.
Why would people think the Institute took Earl Sterling?
That's what they do. That's what they've always done. As long as there's no body, everyone just assumes. And that's why Earl's body needs to go away.
So that's what you were doing? Cutting Earl's body up?
You can't just get rid of 200 pounds of cadaver without attracting attention. Fortunately, the butcher shop is close by. If their trash pile just happens to have an extra box of rotten meat every week, who would think to look too closely?
You really think you can get away with this?
Get away with this? Don't you know who I am? I'm Doc Crocker. Doc Crocker never does anything wrong. And once this is all over, No one will have any reason to question that.
You've killed a man, Doctor. You're going to pay for it. Put the gun down and come with me.
Doc, be reasonable.
No. No one can find out. No one can find out!
Come on, we don't have to do this.
What's going on here? Is that Dr.
I can carry
Crocker?
something if you need me to.
I think you owe me an explanation. What happened here?
Doc Crocker killed Earl Sterling. See for yourself.
Dr. Crocker killed Earl? The facial reconstruction. So he really did go through with it. That explains a lot more than I'm comfortable with. Dr. Crocker always cared about his reputation, but this is inhuman.
You didn't know. It's not your fault.
Of course it's not my fault. That moron and his damn appearance over practice mentality. Now 2 lives have been lost. It's disgraceful. I better report all this to security. Get out of here. It's going to take a long time to clean this place of biohazards.
He wouldn't listen.
Hey, I think those Bobroff brothers are looking for you.
Look, just leave me alone.
You need something, Scabbard?
Don't be caught dead! Protection from Commonwealth weapons!
So,
you ever
you
figure
find out where
out
Earl
what
Sterling
happened to
ran off
Earl
to?
Sterling?
Earl never went anywhere. Doc Crocker killed him during a botched surgery.
Crocker killed Earl? Gone as long as he was, I figured maybe Raiders or the Institute, but Crocker? Where's the doc now? Rotting in a cell, I hope.
It was either him or me. I had to put him down.
Goodness. I'm sorry you had to go through that. Here, take this. Sounds like you earned it. I'll send word along. Let everyone down at the Dugout Inn know what happened. Shame it couldn't be better news. Thanks again for closing this one out.
So, Crocker went amateur butcher.
I can't guarantee it'll
Poor
be any
Earl.
brighter, but we did
Moments
have
like
another
this,
case
glad
lying
I'm
around
not
if you're
dead.
interested. You remember that one, Nick? The case for Marty?
I do. Some loony scheme to make off with a statue of a grasshopper or something. You're welcome to page through it if you'd like. It's in the folder on the cabinet.
The Marty Bullfinch case. Marty was Nick's partner. Emphasis on the was. He must have been some kind of desperate to come to us for help after all this time.
Well, Marty and I never exactly saw eye to eye. Mostly because he was usually passed out on the barroom floor.
Aw, come on, Nick. Think of the good times.
What, when he quit?
Yeah,
Always
that's
on
the
good
one I'm
behavior,
thinking
aren't
of.
Keep walking.
You there. We need to have a conversation.
You've got my attention.
And you got my attention by poking your nose into my business. Specifically, by shooting up a place called Parsons State Insane Asylum. A place that happens to be owned by my boss.
Yeah, I remember that place.
That's nice. You did a lot of damage. But I don't hold any of that against you. Part of the cost of doing business these days. I took the trouble of tracking you down because I'm always looking for people that can handle themselves in dangerous situations. Seems like you may fit the bill.
I live for danger. Where do I sign up?
I like your enthusiasm. By the way, I'm Edward Deegan. You'll mostly be working for me, but you'll need to talk to my boss first. His name is Jack Cabot. He likes to personally interview everyone I hire. He's careful like that. Come down to Cabot House in Beacon Hill and ask to talk to Jack. I'll let him know you're coming.
Oh, here we go.
Quiet, Iffy. All right, you. Tell me, Diamond City Radio is terrible, yes? Makes you want to cut your own ears off.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
This is what I tell Yefim. Something must be done. Radio is bad for business. Makes customers unhappy. Either we have unhappy customers listening to bad DJ, or we have no music and customers have boredom.
Vadim!
It's true! Don't listen to my brother. Someone needs to get rid of him. We need a new DJ for the radio. I don't think many would notice if he, you know, disappeared.
That's a horrible idea.
I tell you, it would be easier than you think. You just have to talk to... You just have to talk him into following you out of town.
Honestly,
right.
Vadim,
That's
what
enough.
the hell has gotten into you?
Vadim isn't serious. He doesn't really want to kill Travis.
Okay, what's really going on here?
Sorry, we was just joking around a bit.
It's true. Only jokes. Travis is a good friend. Yefim and I worry about him.
Poor Travis, he means well, but he does not have the confidence he needs for that job, or anything else, really. And so he's always awkward. He does not believe in himself, you see? He expects he will fail at everything, and so he does.
So, are you actually trying to do something about it?
I tell Yefim that I have plan. He does not believe me. You and I work on plan. Go on, spoil sport. Go back to working. We will figure out how to help Travis. Come, you. Meet me in back room. We discuss plan.
Always on good behavior, aren't you?
Don't
Nice
know you,
hit,
Scaver.
Wow. I can't believe Doc Crocker killed Earl.
Thank you for finding Earl's killer. Can't believe the doctor would do such a thing. Oh well, at least we have liquor to drown our sorrows.
Gonna pass.
Come back later then.
Always on good behavior, aren't you?
You always pry this much into the motives of your traveling partners?
Just the ones I find particularly interesting. I appreciate it. Too few folks can be bothered. Of course, in my experience, if you want to do real good, playing nice only gets you so far. I mean, look at Diamond City. A place I've been trying to warn of real danger. But every issue I publish, all I hear is, "Oh, Piper, why don't you ever publish anything happy? Piper, why can't you write something nice for a change?" It's enough to make me want to hang up my hat some days.
Sounds like it must be exhausting.
No kidding. But people, They deserve to know the truth. Sure, it can be scary, knowing what's really out there. A night doesn't go by, I'm not afraid some Institute drone will decide today's the day to pay old Piper and family a visit. But it's worth it, because I know the truth. That's what protects us.
Absolutely. Couldn't agree more. How can you protect you and yours if you don't know what you're facing?
Exactly. Most folks, though, they'd prefer a comforting lie. Not me. I've seen firsthand what the truth can do. My sister and I, we grew up way out in the Commonwealth. Tiny little settlement. Our dad, he was part of the local militia. Keeping the raiders off our backs and the mirelurks out of our latrines, as he'd describe it. Well, one day, our dad turns up dead. His captain, asshole named Mayburn, claims raiders must have gotten him on watch. Well, I didn't buy it. I start making inquiries. Turns out, the captain, he'd sold out. Thought he wasn't getting paid enough to babysit the town. He was gonna leave the gates open one night. Let a group of raiders sack the place and take a cut of the profits. My dad found out and was gonna turn Mayburn in, but Mayburn got to him first. And I wasn't about to let that bastard get away with murder. I tried talking to the mayor, but he wouldn't listen. So, I papered the entire town in posters. Wanted for gross dereliction of duty, Captain Mayburn. The mayor sure wanted to talk after that. The town threw Mayburn out on his ass and were dug in when a very surprised group of raiders finally showed.
What happened after that?
We made do. Sis was still pretty young at the time, and Mom was out of the picture. So we got by on the kindness of others for a while. Eventually, I saved up enough to book us both passage with a caravan, and then we moved on up to the big city. Called it home ever since.
I'm sorry about your dad.
Thanks. It was hard after he was gone, but knowing that he died doing right, that's always made it easier. But hey, I'm sorry if I've been rambling. I just get fired up sometimes. It's just nice to talk to someone who actually seems to get it, you know? So, should we head out?
Okay, let us get down to brass tacks. I am glad you are willing to help. Unlike my deadbeat brother. Travis is a good guy. He deserves better life.
So, what did you have in mind? I'm gonna need some more in the way of details.
Ever been in bar fight?
What does that have to do with anything?
You planning to concuss Travis to confidence?
I ask because I want you to help Travis win his first bar fight. Think you can do that? I want to stage fight here in Dugout. Nothing too serious. We make sure Travis wins and feels good about himself after. I want you to be there to help make it look real. What do you think? Sound good to you?
How would something like that even work?
It makes sense, I promise. I have contacts, people I can count on. Real tough looking, but they will take a dive for money. They confront Travis here at Dugout. You step in and give him push he needs to stand up to them. Then you and Travis take them down. Nothing gets too rough, and Travis is something he can feel good about. Simple, right? You?
All right. I'm in.
Ah, I knew I could count on you. I have everything ready by 6 o'clock. Travis should be here by then. You show up, and it will go well. Promise.
About it. There may never be answers, which makes it kind of hard to, you know, report on it. Maybe it shouldn't try. Here's 60-Minute Man, and I mean, let's be honest here, it's not talking about how long his naps are. So here it is.
Ah, the detective is back. You should have a drink, Gumshoes.
Look, just leave me alone.
Hi there. You can order drinks and food here or at the bar.
I'm glad you found Earl's killer, but now my brother won't shut up about you. Anyway, do you need a room?
Ah, yes, you. Famous bobber of liquor, on tap all day.
We're drinking here? So, what's the thing least likely to make me blind?
I ain't your friend, Scabba.
So Crocker killed Earl Sterling. And you figured that out?
Okay. I usually don't.
It's a dangerous world out there.
This is why.
Yourself.
This is why.
Protect your family.
Travis.
This radio station, well, you'll notice there aren't any other ones. So,
Hey, Travis.
don't break my stuff if you don't mind.
Means a lot to this city. You helping keep the wall pristine?
Don't let down the home team. Buy a swatter.
Don't walk outside the wall
Thank
undefended.
It's
High
like I
quality
can finally
protection
think
for
straight.
sale.
Shop in safety. No sins allowed at the surplus.
If you're thinking safety, a long-range rifle lets you stay in cover and out of sight. But you might want a secondary weapon for flexibility.
I'll take a look, sure.
Self-defense at its best.
Hey, looking a little sluggish today. You feeling all right?
So it's true then? You're leading the Minutemen? Good for you.
Gotta balance out the chemistry in your mind.
Got too much dirt in that hair? Get it trimmed. You won't regret it.
Nothing to see here.
Oh yeah. Looks Hey, Dad, dip me up in the diet. Mix a little jet into your meals every day. Whole body. Lifted right up.
Thanks.
Men. Jets, buff out. Stim packs, jets. Everything.
You'll get... used to Diamond City security being unhelpful. Just ignore him like I do.
Keep walking.
Can you just leave me alone?
Maybe I don't like your little radio program. What you have to say about that?
You tell him.
Can you just leave?
Hey there,
I don't
pal.
like
Oh,
you,
it's
and I don't
you.
like your radio. What you gonna do about it?
Everything okay here?
Does it look okay? Because, no, it is not. I have no idea what I did to deserve this. I just wish they'd go away.
Why not stand up to them?
No, I mean, no, that would be bad. With these men, it could, well, it could turn violent.
Don't you want this to stop?
Yes, but...
Don't worry. I've got your back.
Well, if you think it would work...
We're right behind you.
Okay, that's... Well, that's enough.
Beat it,
Oh,
pal.
I'm sorry. You say something.
I said that's enough. Leave me alone.
Look at you. Let me think about that for a second. Nah, I don't think so.
I mean it. Leave me
Beat it,
alone.
pal.
Sounds like you were thinking about saying, or else. Were you, Travis? Were you gonna say, or else? I'm wondering what comes after that.
Yeah, sure.
What you gonna do, little man?
I'll beat you up.
Big mistake, Travis. I'm gonna destroy you and your friend here.
Maybe I should just go. Better than going to sleep every night wondering if I'm gonna be there when I wake up.
Leave the wall? What are you, nuts? You wouldn't last an hour out there. I'll take my chances on this side of the Green Guardian. Thanks.
I wonder if this is normal for other journalists.
Travis.
Oh, jeez.
Hey, Vadim.
Okay, not quite what I expected, but we move on. Ready for next part of foolproof plan?
It's not more fighting, is it?
No. This part is simple. You have seen Scarlet, yes? She has worked here for some time. Now, I am just simple bartender, but I see things. I see how Travis looks at her. And I see that sometimes she looks at him. If someone who was not her employer suggests that she go spend time with Travis, it might do him some good.
I could have a chat with her.
Yes, I know. This is why I'm telling you. Just do whatever it takes to get her to agree to see Travis, and this will all be worth it. And you and I never talked about this, all right?
What?
What, you lost? I ain't a tour guide. If you don't live here, you ain't nobody. Got it?
Word of advice? Never call your mother a simp unless she really is one.
Miss?
I'm on a break right now.
Can I ask you something personal? It's about Travis.
Travis? Really? Did he mention me? I heard about the fight. Travis was... well, he was brave.
Yeah? Absolutely. You should really pay him a visit.
You think? I mean, I've definitely noticed him. Maybe... No, I couldn't just go over there.
What are you so nervous about? What's the worst that can happen?
Believe me, I can think of some pretty horrible things. Look, I'm just not ready for that.
Look, Travis is a nice guy. I can tell that you like him. And I think he likes you. Just go talk to him.
Okay, I will. I'll go see him now. Thanks.
What? You got a staring problem?
I gave up alcohol after settling down here. Doctor said I shot my liver.
Not supposed to talk to people I don't know.
Well, hello.
Hi. You shoot people, mister? My dad says outsiders shoot people.
You know what you're looking for? We have everything.
Ever been up in the stands? Let's just say... you'll get used to Diamond City security being unhelpful. Just
Hey,
ignore them like
Yefim.
This is terrible. Oh, I knew it. I knew it. He was up to no good, and look what's happened now. We've got to help. I can't do it. You've got to help me.
What are you talking about?
I am talking about Vadim. They took him. Those men, the ones that messed with Travis, they came back. Said Vadim owed them money, that they had a deal. He wouldn't pay, and then they grabbed him and said that they would make him pay. And then they just dragged him out. You have to do something. Please tell me you can do something.
Do you know where they took him?
No, I don't know. He's the one that has always dealt with them. I've tried to avoid them. Travis might know. You should ask him, please. Hurry. I don't want anything to happen to Vadim.
So Dad says not to talk to strangers.
Hope you didn't run into any trouble getting there. Bridge across the river.
Hey there. What's going on?
Have you seen Vadim? He was grabbed at the dugout, and Yefim thought you might know where Bull took him.
What? That's not a funny joke. Like, at all.
I'm not joking around, Travis. This is serious. I really do need your help.
Wait. Really? Oh man, wow, this is because of what happened, isn't it? It's my fault.
No, Travis, this is between Vadim and those men. It's not your fault.
But if I hadn't gotten into that fight with them, maybe this wouldn't have happened.
Don't do that to yourself. All we can do now is figure out how to make this right.
Look, I don't really, I don't have a lot of friends. If Vadim is missing, or in trouble, or whatever, then I'm gonna help get him back.
All right. I'd welcome the help.
Good. I didn't want to have to argue about it with you. I've heard enough to know they're probably holed up at the old Beantown Brewery. We gotta go in there, show them we mean business, and then we can bring Vadim back, and everything will be okay. Right? I'll get a gun, and I'll meet you there. We'll settle this.
I'm on a break right now.
Thank God. You're here. So this is it. Odds are if they've got Vadim, he's inside. We're gonna be okay, right?
Definitely. We'll be fine.
Okay. Good. I mean, I can do this. Totally.
That's a good attitude. Because in a minute, you're gonna have to.
Any last minute advice? I've never done anything like this.
I go in first, and you stay behind me. Watch my back.
Okay. Whatever you say.
couldn't part with.
Wouldn't want to be in your shoes. Didn't know when to quit, did they?
Thank you. I didn't know if anyone would come. I thought perhaps this is the end. Thank you, thank you. You are a true friend.
You're welcome, Vadim. We weren't gonna leave you to these guys.
You are a good man. These idiots had caps and chems just lying around. They did not notice when I filled my pockets. You deserve what I took. Ah, and Travis, I am surprised to see you here.
Hey, Vadim. I'm glad you're safe.
How did you get roped into this?
I wasn't forced or anything. I wanted to help.
You are full of surprises, my friend.
Hey.
Man, what a day, huh? Hey, listen. I wanted to say thanks. This has been... well, it's been crazy. But I've learned a lot, I think.
You came through it all pretty well, Travis. That's good to hear.
Thanks.
Pretty well? I barely recognize you, Travis.
After all this, I think about the things that had me worried so much, and it just seems... silly, you know? Like, was I really that worried about just being on the radio? That's nothing compared to being beaten up, shot at. I can do so much more. And I need to. Anyway, thanks again. I owe you.
Got it. Yes.
Going down. Oh.
Handy, aren't ya? It is rank in here.
Someone's out there!
What was that?
Here's trouble!
What do you think that was?
That's it.
Hey, something's out there. I guess this place doesn't get a whole heck of a lot of foot traffic. You say the word. Don't mind the clutter. You wanted to make me a second printing press while you're at it.
Hope this rain lets up soon.
Come on, sir, we can take them.
We've got this. Just keep your cool.
Just when you think you're safe, you're not. That's how they always get you.
got everything in place. We'll have to hook it all up to the same power grid.
Sturgis.
You need any help with that, signal interceptor?
How are we going to build the control?
We're gonna need something to translate. Anything else I can help you with?
Not now.
know I'm not the only person here who's lost someone. I just miss him so much.
Can we trade a few things?
I'm sorry. I wouldn't be very good company right now.
You sure manage to find your fair share of trouble, don't you? Hey, you still in there? So we done talking? Feel like I'm talking to myself here. Blue, you okay? Hop in whenever you like. Well, don't go all quiet on me. Yoo-hoo! In the middle of a conversation here. So we done talking? Well, don't go all quiet on me. Yoo-hoo! In the middle of a conversation here. Hop in whenever you like. Blue, you okay? Feel like I'm talking to myself here. Hey, you still in there? Hop in whenever you like. Feel like I'm talking to myself here. So we done talking? Hey, you still in there? Yoo-hoo! In the middle of a conversation here. Well, don't go all quiet on me. Blue, you okay? Hop in whenever you like. So we done talking? Blue, you okay? Yoo-hoo! In the middle of a conversation here. Well, don't go all quiet on me. like I'm talking to myself here. Hey, you still in there? Yoo-hoo. In the middle of a conversation?
Hey.
What can I... You really do have a talent for finding trouble, don't you?
I suppose so.
Hey, I'm not one to judge. Honestly, it's just nice to not be doing it alone for a change. In my line of work, things tend to get pretty hairy. I've been shot at, poisoned, nearly executed. Heck, until recently they called the lockup in Diamond City the Piper Suite. Anything for a story, I suppose.
Someone poisoned you?
You kidding me? I barely had the paper going before I got poisoned. First time, I just published an article about this cartel of caravans that had been driving up food prices in the city. Article went over well, even got a boycott of their goods started in town, so I figured I'd pop over to the Dugout Inn for a victory drink. I'd already taken a swig by the time I realized something was wrong. The Deem, he wasn't at the bar. The beer tasted off, even more so than usual. And I started feeling real woozy. I don't know what he slipped me, but I knew I had to get it out. I'm looking around for something, and there it is, the still, and I just start chugging moonshine. Honestly, I'm still not totally convinced it was better than just dying from the poison, but it worked. Blech. And while I was passed out on the floor, security managed to grab the bartender. He eventually ratted out his bosses, and they all got to share some time in the pen.
Seems that execution didn't quite take, huh?
Thank God. I'd been working on this story about irradiated drinking water in Bunker Hill. I traced the water back to its source through these old sewer tunnels, and what do I find? The children of Adam, setting up like they own the place. Unfortunately, they found me just as quick. Turns out they were not fond of reporters. So, to atone for my trespassing, they decided to make a sacrifice to Adam. Me. I'm kneeling there, about to get the boot into this huge sewer pipe, when suddenly I blurt out, "Adam! He reveals himself!" And they buy it. They pull me back from the ledge, and then gave me their induction ceremony. You are looking at an official acolyte of Adam. Took me a couple more days before I managed to sneak away, get Bunker Hill security to finally clean the place up.
You've led an exciting life.
Sure have. But honestly, now that I'm out here with you, I feel like I'm just getting started. Getting in trouble is what folks like us do. I mean, you and I are out here putting ourselves at risk so people in the Commonwealth can have a chance at a better life. Not for praise or reward or glory, but because it's right. I just wanted to let you know I'm real happy to be along for the ride.
I wouldn't want it any other way. I like having you close.
All the better to watch each other's backs. So, you want to get out of here?
bucket of bolts, it's Marty. I know it's been a while, but I came across a little mystery I thought might get your circuits firing. You remember that ugly grasshopper statue on top of Faneuil Hall? Turns out it's got a note in it. A note written by the son of one Shem Drown. I don't expect that name means anything to you, but the guy was a coppersmith. Way back when folks did shit like that. Apparently, this note leads straight to the old guy's stash. I don't know what's in it, but I'd sure like to know if it's still there. I'm gonna go do a little recon on the hall. If you decide you want to get the team back together, you let me know.
Made it another day in the Commonwealth. Lucky us.
What?
Sweet.
Protect and serve.
Nice.
Unidentified intruder detected. Beginning search. Intruder. Identify yourself. Approach and identify yourself. Law-abiding citizens will not be harmed. safety. And identify yourself. Citizens have nothing to fear.
Someone there? Oh, here's play tricks on me again. A noise. What? Who's there? A noise.
Nice.
I'm hearing stuff. I'll wear your guts around my...
back!
Watch your digits, Blue! Barrel!
Held your own there,
Unidentified intruder detected. Beginning search. False alarm. Standing down.
Perfect. Heads up.
Where? Hold up a sec.
Heads up.
Hmm?
Piper.
Hold up a sec.
Go away.
Place gives me the creeps.
I'm here to talk to Jack Cabot.
Oh, it's you. Good. Come on in.
Come on. Let's go meet the boss.
Lead on.
Jack, the new guy is here.
One moment. I just have to...
He'll be right with us.
Oh, damn. Clearly, I'll need to adjust the mixture. Hello. Welcome to Cabot House. I'm Jack Cabot.
Pleased to meet you, Jack.
And I am very pleased to meet you. Edward finds it tiresome, but I always like to know personally everyone who works for me. Please, have a seat. How about a drink? Edward, the good bourbon, eh? Please, have a seat.
The stuff in here is older than you, Blue.
Now, before we get down to business, I have a question I like to ask all my new employees.
Is this really the time
Don't
for...
interrupt, Edward. The question is this. Do you believe there is other intelligent life in the universe?
universe is a big place. Anything could be out there.
Wonderful. Most people's minds are too narrow to admit the possibilities of an infinite universe. But I'm not talking about flying saucers and little green men. I'm talking about the hidden history of our planet. The very origins of human civilization. Ancient powers that modern science, even at its pinnacle, could barely begin to comprehend.
You think aliens created human civilization?
Wonder what they'd think to see us now.
Yes, if by alien you mean a non-human precursor to the commonly understood founding cultures. Sumer, Egypt, Assyria. My father excavated a city in the Rub al-Khali in Arabia, which he dated to more than 4,000 years before the rise of any known human civilization. The structures and artifacts were strange, disturbing even. Clearly not constructed for or by humans. I've spent my life trying to decipher what he uncovered.
Jack, can I tell him what I need him to do?
I'm sorry, Edward. I just get carried away sometimes. You're sending him to look for the missing shipment?
Yeah.
Well then, I'd better leave you to it. We'll talk more about this some other time, when things are less rushed. It isn't important now. Welcome to the family.
Okay. You're officially hired. Congratulations.
What was all that about?
Don't worry about it for now. That's part of the job, by the way. It's best to keep an open mind. Jack may be eccentric, but he's definitely not crazy. The job I got for you is simple. You know the old insane asylum you shot up? Parsons? There's an important package that went missing between there and here. I need you to track it down and bring it back to me. Any questions?
For starters, what's this package I'm looking for?
It's a metal case holding vials of serum. You don't need to worry about what it is. Jack needs it for his research. That's all you need to know. You should start at Parsons. We think the courier got ambushed as he was leaving the place. The guards heard gunfire in the distance, but we don't know exactly what happened. Check in with Maria at Parsons. She's in charge of the security force there. She can point you in the right direction. You all set then?
Yep, I'll see you soon with the package.
Good luck. Don't get killed on your first job.
I'll keep an eye out. You seem more capable something other than a paragraph.
Stay sharp. Don't let your guard down.
Crop's coming in pretty good.
This place is off limits. You'd best move along.
Edward Deegan sent me. I'm looking for a missing package.
Oh, you're the new guy. So this package, pretty sure we know where it is. The guys that shot Ben are holed up in the Parsons Creamery, just north of here.
Who are these guys? Raiders?
Sure, assholes with guns. Although it's weird that they're still hanging around so close. Kinda like they're scouting this place or something. I don't like it. I'm glad you're gonna finally get rid of them.
Acceptable. Imogen is missing and I want her found.
She's not missing, Mother.
Do you know where she is?
No, that doesn't...
Your sister is missing and I want her found. What else is Edward for if not to keep the family...
So did you find out what happened to the courier?
Has better things to do than sending someone out to find Imogen. Again.
Some raiders set up camp near Parsons and ambushed him. I took care of them.
I don't like raiders operating so close to Parsons. I hope this isn't the start of something serious. What about the serum he was carrying? Did you get any of it back?
I can't bear to think what might be happening to Imogen right now.
There was only this one vial left.
Oh, good. I was afraid we wouldn't get any of it back. Here's your pay for the job. I'm throwing in a little bonus for bringing back the serum. That was good work. Now, as far as what's next. Oh, hell. I guess it's time you met Wilhelmina. Jack's not gonna be happy about it. Come on.
I don't think you're even listening to me, Jack.
I'm not Imogene's babysitter. If she chooses to go off without telling anyone, that's her business.
I insist you send someone to find Imogene.
If she wanted us to know where she...
Jack, I'll take care of it. Mrs. Cabot, don't worry. I'll send someone to find Imogene.
Thank you, Edward. I can always count on you. Why can't you be as devoted as dear Edward?
You shouldn't indulge her, Edward. It just makes her more impossible to deal with next time.
Just doing my job. Speaking of which, here's all we got back of the last delivery from Parsons. Raiders got the rest of it, I'm sorry to say.
Ah, good. Finally. This will help settle Mother down.
Imogene is Jack's sister. You probably figured that out yourself. She's, a little flighty. Impulsive. From time to time, she runs off. Usually with a new boyfriend. Then I send somebody to bring her home.
Do you know where she's gone?
No, but it shouldn't be too hard to find out. She's been spending a lot of time in Good Neighbor. That's a jazz club there, the third rail. Somebody there must know something. She's not known for keeping her mouth shut.
What if she doesn't want to come home?
Obviously, as one of the family, you can't just knock her in the head and drag her home by her heels. Usually, by the time I send someone after her, she's gotten bored with the whole thing and is ready to come home. I'm sure you'll think of something. You're supposed to be resourceful, remember?
Hey, I see you!
Shoot. Help yourself.
Look alive.
Take a look. What you... got for me?
You were screaming again last night.
Oh, sorry.
Do you want to talk about it?
No, I'm fine. I don't want to think about it anymore.
It's okay. I still think about him, too.
I said I'm fine. Leave me alone, June.
Good neighbor, huh? You looking to get stoned or stabbed?
Smell that? That's freedom.
Hancock says newcomers are welcome in the third rail. Go on in.
Yes?
Oi, we got beer. If you ain't buying beer, you ain't buying.
I'm Piper Wright.
I'll take a look, sure.
Cash up front. No tabs. Now that you're liquored up, I've got a proposition for you. I need a dirty boy to do some dirty, dirty work. Blood on the pavement, bodies in the ground, that kind of thing. Interested?
I want to hear the details first.
I got a certain anonymous client who's paying top dollar for a clean-up job. 3 locations. Everyone inside. No witnesses. Only catch? It's all in town. The old warehouses, so I can't use my regulars. Too noticeable. That's where you come in. The job's 200 caps. Payment after it's done. And don't worry. I'll know when it is.
I don't do work unless I know who's paying the bills.
Not your concern. Now, you taking the job or what?
3 locations? That's a lot of time. A lot of bullets.
Well, I guess we could sweeten the pot a bit. 250.
Too low. Barely covers the risks.
Listen here, you. I'm playing ring around the rosy with no hired gun. Now the client's offering 200 for the job, and 200 is what you'll get.
I'll get it done.
You better. Now go out there and bust some heads.
Sit down your pretty face. You came to the right place.
What? Another one of you works there? He's in the back room.
Once more.
Enjoy your stay. Downstairs. Don't bother the other patrons.
Can't say I'm surprised to find you in a dump like this, McCready.
I was wondering how long it would take your bloodhounds to track me down, Winlock. It's been almost 3 months. Don't tell me you're getting rusty. Should we take this outside?
It ain't like that. I'm just here to deliver a message.
In case you forgot, I left the Gunners for good.
Yeah, I heard. But you're still taking jobs in the Commonwealth. That isn't going to work for us.
I don't take orders from you. Not anymore. So why don't you take your girlfriend and walk out of here while you still can?
What? Winlock, tell me we don't have to listen to this shit.
Listen up, McCready. The only reason we haven't filled your body full of bullets is that we don't want a war with Good Neighbor. See, we respect other people's boundaries. We know how to play the game. It's something you never learned.
Glad to have disappointed you.
You can play the tough guy all you want. But if we hear you're still operating inside gunner territory, all bets are off. You got that?
You finished?
Yeah. We're finished. Come on, Barnes. You think it'll be fair tonight?
Look, pal. If you're preaching about the atom or looking for a friend, you've got the wrong guy. If you need a hired gun, then maybe we can talk.
Oh yeah, gotcha.
Maybe. Why don't you tell me who those guys were first?
A couple of morons looking to climb the ladder of success by stepping on everyone else on the way up. Shouldn't be surprised, though. It's how it goes when you run with the gunners.
Never heard of the Gunners. Who are they?
One of the biggest gangs in the Commonwealth. Got a rep for being crazy. You know, so tightly wound you'd think they were a cult or something. Stuck with them for a while because the money was good, but it never fit in. That's why I made a clean break and started flying solo. Now what about you? How do I know I won't end up with a bullet in my back?
Are you always this suspicious?
Hey, you approached me. And frankly, I'm taking a huge risk being out here in the Commonwealth in the first place. So I'm not about to leave anything to chance. Which brings me back to my original question. Can I trust you?
All I can give you is my word. And a bunch of caps.
Bunch of caps, huh? Okay, hotshot. Price is 250 caps. Up front. There's no room for bargaining.
Everything's negotiable. Would you take 200?
You drive a hard bargain. But you just bought yourself an extra gun. All right, boss. Let's get out of here. Nothing says welcome like the stench of urine-soaked garbage.
What the? Get some, motherfucker. Bring it on!
Starting to have fun. This is what just happened.
What the?
just about the worst place for us to be standing right now.
Hey, you find it yet?
Oh,
What's the
it's
whole...
grab it, Bob! Is this okay? Hold on to your ass. What the...
Around.
Gonna kick up my feet after I knock you off.
That's what I call a confirmed kill.
Think you know the score, huh?
I think we have company.
Got it.
Oh, I'll find you. Shit. Where'd that come from? Give me the slip? What
Another kill for me.
Take him down. Gotta kick up my feet before I knock you off. Downstairs. Don't bother the other patrons.
What, you need something to take the edge off?
Hey, Charlie.
I've heard some exterminator cleaned out the rats in the old warehouses. Know anything about that, would you?
Like an earthquake starting to
Just doing my job. Always appreciate doing business with a professional.
baby, it's just you.
Charlie.
My client appreciates the work you did with his rat problem. Now, if you're buying, let's hear what you want.
'Cause baby, it's just you.
Yo, do you know Emma Jean Cabot?
Name rings a bell. Kind of balmy. Haven't seen her in a while, though. Try Magnolia. She likes to make friends with people. She might know more about this missing bird. Magnolia! This guy wants a word.
Excuse me, miss?
What's the matter, handsome? Don't tell me you didn't like the song.
I love the song. It was perfect.
She's one of the reasons why this is such a great place to lie low.
Oh, well, thank you. A girl tries her best. Now, there's something special about you, isn't there? Don't tell me. Let me guess. Ah, of course. It's those powerful muscles of yours. My, I could get used to looking at those. So what brings a man like you to my part?
I came here for the music.
Flatterer. I think you and I are going to get along. So it's my turn to answer questions, right? What can I do for you?
I was wondering if we could get to know each other better.
It's tempting, but unfortunately I'm married to the stage.
Hey, Magnolia.
You're looking for me?
Drinks in
What can I
my
do
pleasant
for you?
company. Still available.
Do you know Emma Jean Cabot?
Imogene? Sure. I know her. I haven't seen her in a while, though. Are you a friend of hers?
She's missing, and her family's worried about her. Magnolia.
Something I can do for you, handsome?
Do you know Emma Jean Cabot?
That depends on why you're looking for her.
Her family hired me. to find out what happened to her.
Sorry, I really couldn't say.
Buddy, I need to
Magnolia.
Be a lot more high
You
or
again.
A lot more drunk
It's my
to be
lucky
bothered
day.
right now.
What do you need?
Any chance I could steal you away for an evening?
I don't think that would be a good idea. Something else I can help you with?
I wouldn't mind hearing a different song.
All right, I can try another tune for you.
Took a walk out in the fens. Had a talk with a man about some cans. He asked me what's your flavor. I said I need a favor. I'm a little short of caps, but I'm a good neighbor. Took a dive with the swans out in the commons with nothing on. The mutant stopped to savor all my bad behavior. It's on a day's work when you're a good neighbor. We can shake it up a little, we can kick it up a notch, we can put it on the grid. Better get it while it's hot. I'll meet you in the middle. You can show me what you got. If you're feeling lucky tonight, Diamond City, it's my thing. I flash my style, I show my rings. I do the boys a favor with all my manual labor. It's good to be a good neighbor. We can shake it up a little, we can kick it up a notch, we can put it on the griddle. Better get it while it's hot. I'll meet you in the middle. You can show me what you got. If you're feeling lucky tonight, ooh, Diamond City, yeah, that's my thing. I flash my style, I show my rings. I do the boys a favor with all my manual labor. It's good to be a good neighbor. Yeah. I do the boys a favor with all my manual labor. It's good to be a good neighbor.
It's always a good time in Good Neighbor, isn't it? I hope you're having one.
Beautiful as always, Mags.
Thanks, Charlie. Can I get some water?
No need to even ask. I always set aside a stash of the good stuff just for you.
You are such a sweetheart, Charlie. Thank you.
Hey, Magnolia.
Hello again. Something I can do for you?
Do you know know Imogene Cabot?
That depends on why you're looking for her.
I'm trying to help her. Do you know where she is or not?
I don't consider it polite to gossip to any stranger who wanders into the club. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Magnolia.
Something I can do for you, handsome?
Do you know Imogene Cabot?
That depends on...
Her family's worried that something's happened to her.
Well, I'm glad somebody's looking out for her. She seems like a body that could use looking after.
Do you know where she's gone?
There was this preacher fella who used to come in here all the time. One of the slick ones. Always going on about remaking your life and so on. Most of the customers wouldn't give him the time of day, but Imogene, she latched on to him for some reason. I don't suppose it hurt that he was easy on the eyes. Intense. Some women find that irresistible.
Pam, would you come over here a minute?
Is there a problem, Miss Magnolia?
No, this fine gentleman here was just looking for Imogene. Do you happen to know where that preacher fella came from?
Brother Thomas?
Yes, that's right. The one Imogene was always hanging on.
Had to throw him out. Wouldn't stop bothering customers with that salvation racket. Kept going on and on about joining him at the back bay. Then he'd shove those stupid flyers in your face. Here, I kept one of them, just in case he didn't pay his bar tab.
Well, thanks, honey. You were a big help.
Anything for you, miss.
I hope Imogene's all right. I didn't much like the idea of her going off with that preacher fella.
Running from something? Welcome home.
Charlie serves the drinks. I deal with the drunks.
Welcome, neighbor. We're always glad to see a new face around here. Tell me something. You ever feel like this whole world is broken? Do you ever wonder why things can't be the way they were in the good old days?
I'm looking for Imogene Cabot.
Oh, I'm sorry, but Imogene is indisposed right now. She's not seeing visitors.
What's she doing here? Is she a member of your movement?
Actually, she and I are, you know, romantically involved. Not that it's any of your business, but she and I are just having a little relationship trouble. You know how it is. She's not seeing anybody until she cools off.
You're not holding her prisoner, are you?
No, she's not a prisoner. She's just locked in her room until she calms down. She was acting crazy, threatening to run off. You know how women can get.
I'm going to see her, one way or another. Your choice.
Maybe they'd rather spend the last few seconds of their lives with a gaping hole in their chest.
You picked the wrong guy to mess with, pal.
Someone help! He's a threat to the community.
This shouldn't take long.
You win!
Must be Imogene.
Don't tell me. Jack sent you.
You're Jack's sister? I was expecting someone a bit younger.
How rude. Don't you know to never mention a lady's age? Just to be clear, I'm Jack's younger sister, the baby of the family. Once I get home and get some of Jack's serum, I'll be back to my usual stunning self.
Jack has a serum that reverses aging?
It really isn't any of your business. And I know it was Jack who sent you. He's always trying to control me.
You don't seem very grateful for being rescued.
Well, maybe technically I was not allowed to leave. So, thank you. I was bored with Thomas anyway. He seemed so interesting at first. But after we got here, he turned out to be just another brute. He actually thought he could force me to join his absurd cult.
Need anything before we go?
No. I didn't bring anything worth taking with me. Oh, I'm not going with you. You can tell Mother I'll be along home before too long. I just need a drink first.
very bad feeling about this.
Are you there? Damn, the signal is strange. Not now.
Oh my
Edward,
God, it's
switch
happening.
over to the heartbeat modulator. Do you copy?
Switching now. How's this?
Oh, that's done it. Edward, what's going on there?
We're under attack. They're inside the building.
Inside? Can you keep them out of the basement?
I'm trying, Jack. I've never seen raiders that... For God's sake, Sammy, the doorway, right there. Sorry. Things are a little busy around here right now.
Listen, if they're inside the building, you have to go to the office and shut down the elevator. You can't risk them getting to Lorenzo.
Got it. Office. Elevator. You better round up whoever you can and get...
Hello? Edward? Come in. Edward! Ah! There's no signal at all. I've lost him.
What's happening, Jack? If these people are inside Parsons, if they free him...
Don't worry, I'll handle it.
I always knew it would end this way. I never should have allowed you to lock up Lorenzo in that place.
That isn't helping, Mother. And as I recall, using the serum was your idea, not mine.
So what are you going to do?
I said I'll handle it. I'm thinking.
I don't need anything right now, thank you.
What's going on?
That was Edward. He's at Parsons, the old asylum. They're under attack by raiders. It's strange. The guards have held off raiders before without any trouble. I don't know what's gone wrong this time.
I found Imogen. She's fine.
Oh, yes, good.
Thank God. At least one small comfort on this terrible day.
You'll be wanting to be paid, of course. Edward usually handles these things. Caps is what you use for currency, isn't that right? Here. I hope that's the right amount. Now, we really need to focus on the current emergency.
How can you be so callous about your sister's safety?
I wonder if these could be the same raiders that stole that last shipment. If some of them had used the undiluted serum, it could explain their unusual success against Edward's men.
What exactly does this serum do?
I suppose it's time you knew. The main benefit of the serum is to halt aging. My family and I are all over 400 years old. But it also confers other side effects, especially in the undiluted form that the raiders stole. It increases strength and resistance to all kinds of physical damage. So at least some of these raiders may be much more dangerous than the ones you're used to dealing with.
If you're 400 years old, then you were born before the Great War.
Yes, I think you were too. I'd say mid-21st century?
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
You're right. I was just curious. Is there anything else before we get going?
If you're 400 years old...
Yes, I think you were too. I'd say mid-21st century?
That's right. I was in cryo-sleep until recently.
Interesting. We'll have to talk more about that later, but time presses. Is there anything else before we get going?
Where do you get this serum from?
My father, Lorenzo Cabot, is confined in Parsons. He became dangerously unstable after handling an artifact he found on an archaeological dig in Arabia. He gained various seemingly paranormal powers, as well as becoming increasingly irrational and violent. In the end, I had no choice but to confine him, for his own safety, as well as ours.
Jack, are you sure it's wise telling him all this?
In the course of my attempts to cure him, I discovered that the artifact had introduced anomalies into his blood. So the source of his insanity is also the basis of the treatments that have prolonged all our lives. The irony isn't lost on me, but if he were to escape from Parsons, I would lose my father forever. I will not allow that to happen. Not to mention that the artifact has made him paranoid, homicidally violent, and endowed with extraordinary abilities.
Exactly what abilities does he have?
enhanced strength, unusual resistance to most kinds of physical damage. Oh, and a kind of local telekinesis, which appears to be projected by the artifact itself. That's why I've built a dampening field into his cell. Which is why we really need to stop these intruders before they turn it off. Before we go, I need you to understand something. When we get to Parsons, you need to do exactly what I tell you. Nothing more, nothing less. Is that clear? Go ahead. I don't think we were done.
I'm not that great at taking orders.
Then it's time to learn. Or make sure you have what...
Jack, be careful.
Hey.
Come on. We need to find out what's happening at Parsons. I love Father at least as much as you do. But you know as well as I do that if he gets free, there will only be one option.
Don't let it come to that, please.
I'll do my best, Mother. And if Imogene finally comes home, for God's sake, don't let her leave again until I get back. Now, I really do have to go.
Hi.
We need to get to Parsons.
Oh. What do you want?